Chapter 2040. Elaine leaned on crutches and shouted excitedly, "Happy New Year!" Trump raised his head to look at the fireworks. The brilliant brilliance reflected on his face, and that face was already wrinkled and full of happiness. At this moment, Trump inevitably thought of Nat Arya in his heart. This was also the first spring festival that Nat Arya had after returning home after more than 20 years. Trump quietly took out his mobile phone and sent a WeChat to Nat Arya. The WeChat only had 4 words: Nat Arya, Happy New Year. Alex's mobile phone had been bombarded by WeChat notifications. Many people sent him New Year greetings at this moment. He didn't have the energy to reply one by one, so he posted a text in the circle of friends: "Happy New Year to all family and friends." This night, thousands of houses in Oris Hill were lit up. Alex's family of 4 even played on the riverside until 1 o'clock in the morning before driving back. Most people were immersed in the unique sense of happiness of the new year. Only the old Mrs. Richards family was still struggling with starvation. During the day today, Brabus didn't know where she bought an old 21-inch color TV. This kind of broken TV, even if intact, could sell for dozens of dollars at most. Normal people almost don't even bother to take a look. However, for the 3, Brabus and the others, this shabby old TV allowed them to watch the entire Spring Festival gala intact and brought them great satisfaction and happiness. While watching TV, they ate all the New Year's Eve dinner they had prepared, and in the end, they didn't even leave a bite of vegetable soup. After eating in the living room, the 3 of them did not forget to carry the TV back to Brabus's room in order to prevent Mrs. Richards' family from taking any advantage of them. Mrs. Richard and Olivia had been thinking about the little rice in the incense burner, so they had been hungry and boiling until a little later before finally putting Brabus and the others to sleep. After making sure that Brabus and the others were sleeping, they began to prepare porridge. The rice in the incense burner did not look very good because it had a lot of incense ash, but the old lady and Olivia, who were so hungry that their chests stuck to their backs, could no longer take care of that. They didn't say a word. They brought the incense burner into the kitchen very neatly, then poured out the rice, washed it clean, and immediately afterward used the rice to cook porridge. The rice in the incense burner was almost over a gene, and it was all boiled into a big pot of porridge. Mrs. Richard and Olivia each drank a bowl when the rice porridge was just cooked. Later, feeling that it was not enough to relieve hunger, they drank another bowl. Feeling that the taste was a bit weak, the 2 secretly put the salt and soy sauce bought by Brabus and the others into the rice porridge and stirred and drank. Brabus tried every means to leave no obvious opportunity for Mrs. Richard, but she did not expect Mrs. Richard to think about the rice in her incense burner, as well as her own salt and soy sauce. Early the next morning, New Year's Day, Emma was a little bit tired because she went out to play around last night, and she still hadn't gotten up. Alex had already woken up and made himself a cup of tea in the living room downstairs. In his spare time, he checked the circle of friends. In addition to the posts wishing a Happy New Year, he also saw a post by Faria, leaving for China today. The cycle is estimated to be 1 week. During this period, please contact Mr. Honor for the relevant affairs of Oris Hill. Alex couldn't help being a little surprised. He didn't expect Faria to go to China on the first day of the new year. At the same time, next door at A05, Brabus and the 3 woke up early. Although today was the first day of the new year, they still had to go to the supermarket to work and make money. The first thing Brabus did when she got up early was to put a stick of incense on the portrait of Guanyin Bodhisattva so that Guanyin would bless her in the new year with peace and prosperity. She lit the 3 sticks of incense, made a wish, kowtowed, and when she stood up to insert the 3 sticks of incense into the incense burner, she suddenly realized that it felt a bit wrong. Originally, when the incense was inserted into the rice in the incense burner, there would be an obvious sense of damping. But now, she couldn't find any feeling. When she took a closer look, she was immediately angry. She screamed, "This dead old woman Richard! Even dare to steal the rice from my incense burner!"